Where are you joining in from? Which part of the world? Dennis Ouma, brother, how are you? Digital investor, good to have you tonight. Dixon Odongo, how are you today? We are joined by Dr. Jairus Mulambia from Zambia, my very good business partner from Chipata, Zambia. FSW, good to have you tonight. Henry Kanwaji, it's good to have you. Infinix Hot 1 2i, how are you? Okay, Infinix X6531. Good evening. Thank you for tuning in. Please make sure you get your notebook, you get your pen, get that stable internet, because we are going to have an amazing about 30-40 minute session. Yes, from the cream. Jacqueline, how are you? John, good evening to you. Magara S36, how are you? Mark, Aisha, Mark, Aisha, how are you? Naiga, Fatina, my brother, help me pronounce this one. Naigaga, we have Niuva. Oh, yeah. I need a full lecture for this name. Anyways, it's good to have OBO, good to have you, Oppo CPH2743. It's good to have you tonight. Thank you for joining in. Continue sharing the link. We are 34. I would love to throw the microphone to our speaker tonight when we hit at least 40. Okay, so we have 5 more to go. Let's do it, team. Loslinda Barasa, good to have you. Sekai Esnasi, my mama from Zimbabwe. It's good to have you tonight. We have Senator. Senator is joining in from where? Tell me, which part of the world? Which part of the world are you connecting from? We have Sophie Kawesi. It's good to have you. Seremba Wilson, good to have you. We have Mr. Spirito Uganda, Spirito Motors, joining in from Masaka. All right, tell us which part of the world, and we are also joined with Second Jacob Francis is joining in. I'm not sure which part of the world, which part of Uganda, but I'm suspecting this should be Masaka. Stanley Ziffords, 6, good evening to you. And Tudo, wealthy coach, good to have you all. Ladies and gentlemen, we are 3 to go. Tighten your seatbelt. We are going to have yet another amazing episode of how to maximize the decentralized finance in this century. Okay, in this century we are in 2026. How are you going to make $1 billion? How are you going to make $1 million? How are you going to turn your financial life into an amazing one? Right. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, allow me to take this opportunity to welcome the man of all seasons. Okay, all right. I see people have now putting their places where they are coming in from. Okay, all right. Moses from Nigeria, Rosalinda, Kenya, Uganda, Mr. Ronald. All right, thank you for connecting. We are 40, and I will officially welcome our speaker. Okay, so the man who is training us is someone who doesn't require introduction. He has done enough for us. He has done a lot in the crypto space. He's someone who is worth listening to when it comes to the industry of cryptocurrencies, especially here in Uganda. He has mastered the game, not just theoretically, but practically. He has proof that the system works. And so tonight, we are super excited to be joined by him and to be mentored by him. I always enjoy listening to his sessions. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let's go in the chat with some flowers. Go and just give him some flowers as we usher in our mentor, coach, Ambassador Julius Kabanda. Sir, the microphone is yours. Whenever you are ready.
All right. We want to just be here for the next close to 30 minutes. Happy to see you, all leaders across the globe. Okay, happy to see you. When people join cryptocurrency and blockchain opportunities, They are only happy when they are making money. Okay, but when they face challenges in businesses, they become very tough. They basically lack the entrepreneurship skill. You know, entrepreneurship is not for everybody. If you understand that, give me a yes in the chat. Entrepreneurship is not for everybody. It is not a venture for everyone. Everyone is not supposed to be an entrepreneur. Some people are just born that they should go and be employed somewhere. Business is not for everybody. Business is for a few people. That's why sometimes when people face some challenges in business, they hate business. Yeah, the other day I was meeting. I was meeting one of my friends, and we were discussing about business. And he deals in one business of eggs. And when we met, man, he told me, "Man, I'm surrendering. This is enough. I cannot continue because I make a lot of losses. Losses are part of business, and when you learn how to manage your risk, when you learn." Someone says entrepreneurship is real, but you guys are taking it to scam your people from one platform to another. Then also for you, you don't belong to online business. And just go where you belong. Yes. And online businesses are not for everyone also. Not everyone is meant to do online business. Okay. Not everyone is meant to do online business. Some of you are not meant to do online business. I usually have a very big question that I ask my friends who do physical businesses. It is a very simple question. If I own a building, is it bad for me to own a coffee plantation? It is learning to manage my risk, learning to diversify. And also on the other side, it is learning to basically go through different opportunities, how they work, how they operate, and you keep moving. All right. So today, my sharing for today is a little bit different as we are looking at this amazing new technology of Loomx. And in today's training, we shall be focusing on understanding arbitrage in crypto, a simple guide for beginners to non-technical users. And we shall be able to see how traders profit from price differences across markets. That's where we're going to have our sharing. And we shall be able to share with you how everything looks like. I was looking to see if I could get my slides available, but it seems it could be a little bit harder for me because of time, okay? So let's start from somewhere. What is arbitrage? What is arbitrage? It is important, anybody who is in Loomx, to be able to understand this, and that's why we come here this evening to talk about arbitrage. So arbitrage is a way of making money by buying cryptocurrencies at a cheaper price in one place and sell at a higher price in another place at the same time. Okay, so you are not guessing whether the markets will go up or down. You are using what we call price difference. So you are taking advantage of the price difference, the difference in prices on platform A, and then you sell on platform B. That is the only thing you are basically doing with arbitrage. Okay, you are not guessing, you are not doing guesswork. Okay, you are not guessing whether prices will go up. You are not guessing whether prices will go down. No, you are trying to get a better understanding of a very important aspect into crypto, which is arbitrage, okay, which is basically arbitrage. Okay, so let us look at why arbitrage exists in crypto. Why is it that we have arbitrage in cryptocurrencies? Number one, Crypto markets are global. It is important for us to know that crypto markets are global. They are always open about they are always open about 24 hours, 7 days. Okay, they are open 24 hours, 7 days. They are spread across many exchanges and blockchain. Because of this, prices are not always the same everywhere. It is important. So these small price differences create arbitrage opportunities. So arbitrage exists in crypto. It is global. It operates 24 hours, 7 days. It is spread across many exchanges and blockchains. Because of this, prices are not always the same everywhere. So these small price differences create arbitrage opportunities. So if you are asked what arbitrage is to take an example, if sugar is cheaper in one shop and more expensive in another, you buy from the cheaper shop and sell to the expensive one. As simple as that. But then the Loomx opportunity is bringing in place 6 different ways on how you could be able to benefit, how it operates. So the Loomx opportunity brings 6 different approaches when it comes to arbitrage. So I will share now my screen. 6 different approaches. So let me share my screen very fast. So let me just be a little bit fast. I thought it was already open. Just a minute. 1, 2, 3, we are good to go. Just a minute. Okay. So like we are going to see that there are 6 different ways. What we are looking at is it possible for the Loomx opportunity to have profit sustainability? That is the biggest question. Will it be possible for the Loomx opportunity to provide sustainability? That is where we are going to be able to focus. But before we go to that, how it operates, how it gives us the profits, ladies and gentlemen, is that okay? How is Loomx going to give us business? How is it going to make it possible that your smart contract gets achieved every single day? It's taking these small price differences or taking advantage of the arbitrage happening. So Loomx is equipped with multi-dimensional quantitative strategy engines featuring powerful cross-market spread capture capabilities, meaning that it will be able to capture all the opportunities that are in the market, and it can seamlessly navigate between top-tier exchange nodes in real time, accurately identify, capturing nanoscale price diversions to achieve sustained and stable arbitrage returns. So the system that we are looking at okay, just a minute. Just a minute. Just a minute. Okay, so let's move. So the system adopts a pure AI-driven decision-making architecture, meaning that basically the AI goes in the market and makes decisions. But we are going to be able to dig deeper and understand these 6 different ways. So it is integrated with a developed high-performed customized computing chips. It is deeply combines reinforcement learning with real-time on-chain data analysis, ensuring that every transaction is supported by extreme massive computation power compared to traditional manual risk management and general trading platforms. So let us look at these 6 different ways. I'm gonna make it much more simple in everybody's easy to understand. Number 1, the Loomx software uses what we call cross-platform arbitrage. What is cross-platform arbitrage? Cross-platform arbitrage is the buying of a crypto coin from one exchange where it is cheap and selling it to another exchange where it is more expensive. As simple as that. You are buying from one exchange where it is cheap and selling to another.
All right, let's give our host a few minutes and see if we can get back. I believe it's the network. Hello, thank you guys. Thank you for connecting. Thank you for joining in. I see that the numbers increased. Let's continue sharing the link. Let's continue reminding everyone to join in. It's good to have you all. It's good to have you all. Did I miss anyone that I didn't welcome? I didn't welcome. Speak about or updation. Can you, welfare coach, can you clarify your question? Yeah, I think in the meantime, I can hand a few of your questions here as I buy time for Coach Julius to return. I don't understand your question. Speak about or updation. all is running smoothly, guys. All is running smoothly. Just make sure that you alert, you are attentive on your redemption time, and be able to redeem your profits on time so that you don't suffer from the 72-hour policy. So make sure you monitor the timing. The last Zoom I did about order, I think I'll repeat tomorrow. We'll have another session for order where I'll talk about it again. I'll do it practically to set calendar reminders. Otherwise, order is running smoothly, guys. Let me see if I can. If I can join with my phone. All is running smoothly. Today I've been paid. I've been paid my stake profit, and yeah, for team builders, when people climb, you are able to get your rewards as well. So I don't really see any challenge with it. It's moving smoothly. Yeah. Okay. Any other questions as we wait? You can even ask Loomx. I'm here. I'm here for you guys. I'm here for you. Those who haven't understood Loomx, I'm not going to continue with Julius's topic. I'll just be here to buy time. If at all he comes back, he continues. Okay. But I can answer some of your queries. Okay, we are having him back. He's back now.
Finally. These days things are not easy, but let's go.
Yeah, we are having a chat. I think I'm going to. Anyway, yes, Coach Julius, you can go ahead. I wanted to deal with this wealthy coach. I think he is in a wrong business.
Yeah. Then where does he get audacity to call himself the coach? You cannot call yourself the coach when you are still mentally broke.
Yeah, that's mental issue now.
Okay. So I think we are good to go. Can you hear me loud and clear?
Yes, sir, you are
Coach
clear.
Ashaf, can you hear me?
You are clear. You are clear, yes.
My network is not. Let's see if I could share my screen. Okay. Good to go. Just a minute, guys. Pick my PDF here very fast. All right. Okay. So back to these different strategies that Loomx is applying. Number one, we say cross arbitrage. Cross arbitrage is basically that we buy and we are going to another exchange. Okay, if it is cheap and selling to another where it makes sense. For example, Bitcoin. The price of Bitcoin at exchange A is $40,000. The price of Bitcoin at exchange B is $40,120. You buy BTC on exchange L, sell it on exchange B. The difference is your after fees. So the key idea is same coin, different exchanges, different price. That is cross platform arbitrage. Number one here, this one. Now let's go to this one. What is triangular? It is making profit by changing one currency into another, then the other, and finally back into the final first one. Let me repeat. Triangular arbitrage is changing one currency into another, then another. So for example, we start with BTC. We start with Bitcoin. You change USDT into Bitcoin. Then you change Bitcoin into Ethereum. Then you change Ethereum back to USDT. That is triangular. Here we have three currencies. We start with USDT. Then we change USDT to Bitcoin. Then we change Bitcoin to Ethereum. Then we change Ethereum to USDT. If you end with more USDT than you started with, then you have an extra amount of profit. Does that make sense? Give me, oh, is the chat still open, Coach Asha? I doubt. I doubt. So what happens? Here we are dealing with three exchanges. So three cryptocurrencies, triangular arbitrage. For example, we move from USDT to BTC, then from BTC to Ethereum, then from Ethereum back to USDT. That is triangular. So profit comes from currency exchange mistakes in the market. So the exchange will do certain mistakes, and that's how you are able to profit as you are moving in three different currencies. Number three, this one is what we call cross-chain arbitrage, or what we call cross-chain mixing arbitrage. Now, it is buying the same crypto on one blockchain, selling it on another blockchain where the price is higher. So, for example, USDT is cheaper on Ethereum and is more expensive on the Binance Smart Chain network. You buy USDT on the Ethereum, move it across, then sell it on the Binance Smart Chain network. That is what we call cross-chain mixing arbitrage. It is the same token, but on different blockchains with different prices. So far, we have described cross-platform from one exchange to another exchange. Two, we have described triangular arbitrage. You have three cryptocurrencies. You move from maybe USDT to Bitcoin, then from Bitcoin to Ethereum, then from Ethereum back to USDT. That is triangular arbitrage. We are talking about cross-chain mixing arbitrage. USDT is cheaper on Ethereum, more expensive on the BNB Smart Chain network. You buy on the Ethereum network, you sell on the Binance Smart Chain network. Number four, which is spot futures arbitrage. Okay, it is making money from the price difference between today's price and the future price. Let me explain, okay? The price of Bitcoin in the spot is $40,000, and the price of Bitcoin in the futures market is $4,500. What do? You buy BTC at the current price in spot and sell it in the futures market. The price difference is your profit. So the key idea is profit comes from the price difference, not on the market direction. When we talk about spot futures arbitrage, we are not looking at the market direction. We are not shorting the market. We are not longing the market. What are we doing? We are buying the price in the spot, which is at $40,000, sell it at the BTC future price, which is $4,500. So the profit comes from the... How many are still following? You could give me some thumbs up. I said it will be a short, quick class for today, understanding whether Loomx will be able to sustain our profitability for a long period of time, very long period of time, okay? Now let's look at number 5. Number 5 is bridge arbitrage, or what they call market making arbitrage. Let me explain. In simple meaning, it is making profit from price changes that happen when crypto are moved between blockchains. Many people move tokens from chain A to chain B. Price drops on chain A in a short term and stays high on chain B. You buy low on chain A, sell high on chain B. Transfers cause temporary price gaps. So those price gaps is what we take advantage of. Number 6 is DeFi arbitrage, DeFi to DeFi. It is buying crypto from one decentralized platform and sell to another decentralized platform at a higher price. Ethereum is cheaper on Uniswap, more expensive on SushiSwap. You buy Ethereum on Uniswap, sell it on SushiSwap. The different DeFi platforms have different prices. So what you need to understand that arbitrage works on small price differences, fees and costs transfer matter, speed is important, and not every price difference means profit. So in simple terms, arbitrage means buying a crypto coin when prices are cheap and selling it where they're more expensive at the same time. And that is how simple, ladies and gentlemen, we could be able to describe arbitrage. And like I say, the reason why we go in with arbitrage, number 1, it is open 24 hours. It is global. On many, it can be done on many exchanges and blockchains. Prices are usually different, and these price differences are our opportunity. There are over 6 ways. There is cross-platform arbitrage, from one exchange to another exchange, triangular, moving into 3 cryptocurrencies, cross-chain from one blockchain to another, spot futures arbitrage, looking at the price difference in spot and selling in futures, bridge arbitrage, whereby someone is moving a coin from one network to another network, then DeFi from one DeFi protocol to another DeFi protocol. And that is how generally you are able to make a lot of money as you're moving from one cross-chain to another cross-chain. But also, bridge arbitrage. Bridge arbitrage usually has issues because bridge delays, there's usually some network congestion and fees, and you'll discover that's why Loomx, ladies and gentlemen, is using so much of Solana, because it is faster and it has less gas fees. Okay, less gas fees. So that is the opportunity we have. That's the opportunity we have. The beauty about arbitrage, because it means buying cryptocurrency where it's cheap and selling where it's expensive at the same time. There is no prediction. There is no guessing. It is just price difference. Having given you that simple clue, now let's dive into how Loomx is doing this into the chain business. So let's see how Loomx does this. So I'm going to join and share my screen very fast. Okay. So I'll share my screen. So let's see how Loomx does its arbitrage. So we are going to go to the token pocket here. Basically, I'll just get into my Loomx account. Bingo, we are already in. So Loomx is a very unique opportunity because it has two products. The first product is what we call the Loomnet, and the Loomnet is the exchange, the lightning network cryptocurrency that you can be able to use in transaction, in swapping from one cryptocurrency to another cryptocurrency. And down here, you can see different people are transacting. This one has changed $5 of USDT Binance Smart Chain Network to Tone, and many people are doing it across. Why? It is private, it is faster, it is untraceable because it uses zero knowledge. Tomorrow, we shall discuss what is zero knowledge to give you also that understanding. So, basically, before we go into this, we shall find out that, let me just go back again. The Loomx is also using a smart contract-based opportunity. It has 6 bots. It has the Pulsar contract bot for 7 days. It has the Orbitron contract bot for 30 days. It has the Vortex contract bot for 90 days, the Medulla for 180, and the Starcore for 360. The one for 360, 180, 90, and 30 days, if you stake and you reach 50% of your journey, you can be able, ladies and gentlemen, to get back 50% of your capital. So we want to see how this bot operates as it comes to, so I will just look up this, pause it up. Okay. Let us pause it up. So we have paused this transaction that you could be able to see on your screen, especially those on Zoom. You could be able to see. We have said it uses 6 different trading strategies. So let us find the first one. We see that it has gone to Mango Markets. Mango Markets is a decentralized exchange, and it has bought from Drift Protocol. Drift, I don't know whether Drift Protocol is also a decentralized exchange, and it has bought a coin OWL at $234, sold it on Mango Markets at $266. With that, the gross profit was $31. The size was $234. That was the investment. The net profit was $27, and the return on profit was 11%. So you find that it bought on Drift Protocol and sold on Mango Markets because there was a price difference, and it made a profit of $27. If we continue and allow it flow more times, let's take this example here. There is a second example. It bought on the Jupiter Agitator. It also still bought the OWL at 250, sold it at Drift Protocol at $265. The size of the investments were 250. The gross profit was $15. There was fees. The net profit was 13%, 13.5. And we see that this specific transaction yielded a profit of 4%. And below we have 2 hash transactions, the buy and the sell. Let us pick the first one. Okay. The first one. Okay. Okay, let me pick it up again. Let me pick it up again. Let me pick it up again. I need to. I'll pick this transaction hash. Okay, there we go. Using the transaction hash Binance Smart Chain. This is the transaction hash. I just tapped on it, so I copy this transaction hash, and we can take it to any explorer of our choice. Okay, any explorer of our choice. But below, this is the transaction here. But let's take it to any explorer of our choice. If we don't pick this one, okay, let's take the Binance Smart Chain. Where am I? Am I at the search area or I'm starting off again? Am I in the search area or I'm starting over again? Let me go back. Let me go back to BC. But, okay, here we go. I wanted to pick it and I go live onto the chain. This is very good, but very small. May I want something bigger. But basically what you see, it is a transaction that you can be able to monitor how that transaction happened, okay? How it happened, the gas fees that were sold, and how everything happened. And everything is transparent, okay? So this is a transaction hash. Let me move away from here. And I go to any browser of my choice. Let me use Binance. Let me try to use the Solana Explorer. Good. This is the Solana Explorer. So let me bring my transaction hash. This is my transaction hash. So it is not on the Solana chain. Okay, let me use the Binance Smart Chain Explorer. The Binance Smart Chain Explorer. It is the Binance scan. So let's go back now. Where are you, Loomx? Let me go back here on Token Pocket. Token Pocket. Back again. Back to the board. I want to copy. It brings me straight. I wanted to go. Okay. It is okay. I'll still come back to the same area. So what happens? I wanted to show you that you can still, okay, let's copy. And now we go independent. Still, you can come here. I still return. Then we paste. We paste. And it takes us to the same page generally. So it will be able to show us what happened in the transaction in the Binance. So you see down here, this is where the transaction happened. Okay? The transaction, how the transaction happened, how money was transferred, how profit was generated. Okay? How profits were generated on chain. Everything is visible because this is the proof that the bot is running the transaction. And the transaction, you find that is being run by the smart contract. So from this wallet back to the contract, and you find that there are so many contracts that participate to make sure that this transaction happens at a very high speed. There is this one. We could pick it up. Maybe let me copy this one. This is the contract, okay? Where you see a box, that is a contract. So there are several wallets and contracts. This is a contract. If I could tap on it here, they will show you it is a contract. You find that there are several smart contracts that are involved to make sure that this transaction here becomes a complete one. Okay, this is from, there is Fight, there is Oracle, they bought this coin called Fight at 145, sold it at Magnify at how much? At 173, made a profit of $24. The transaction hashes are here. And you could take your time, go through the transaction hash, and be able to find out. The reason why this one is on the Binance Smart Chain, because that's where the transaction is happening. So you could find that there could be several transactions back here, several transactions back to the bot, several transactions. You can even choose your own and do what we call self-monitoring. Okay, let's take an example of this. Pause it up. This is it also did from Mango Market. It bought $77 worth of fight, sold it at Mango Market at 85, made a profit of $6. Here are the transaction hashes. These ones cannot be forged. So you could go in and find that transactions are happening in real time. And these transaction hashes are proof of transactions that are happening. And you will find that all these transactions have smart contracts that are running these transactions to make sure that they are complete. Is my answer home? That is what I wanted to share with you today to show you that this bot is running real time transactions. Real time transactions, and you can be able to do check by yourself, monitor by yourself, and continuously, since it's generating profit, there is possibility and high reward that you will be able to earn your profits, because your profits are not coming from current market situations, are not coming from guesswork, are not coming from the market is good today, the market is bad tomorrow. These profits are genuinely coming from price differences that are happening in the market. That's why you see you could still be able to see profits flow in every single time from your personal stake. Okay, that's what I had to share with you. Basically, to give you confidence, to build your understanding. Yes, you can basically see I have my profits here already 168 made from this stake, $89 made from this stake, to show you the ability and the openness of the protocol, where the money they pay comes from. And you can see this from the revenue. And if you are willing to build communities, you will also be able to find out that you could decide to build communities. And when you build communities, you find that this is very good business. Today, I've made my first $100 in a day. I've made $109 today, which is very good, meaning that as over $170 billion have been wiped out of the market today. People are seated on huge losses because markets are shivering out today. Over 170 billion dollars have been wiped. It means these people have made pure straight losses out of the market. With this ideology of price differences, we find that there is continuity of profit. It is small, but we find that it can consistently be able to happen. What also happens is that once it reaches $5, these $5 will automatically be sent to your wallet. With that said and done, I would like to call up maybe Coach Ashraf with closing remarks, and that marks our training for tonight, to be able to understand the 6 different arbitrage strategies that are being applied by this board. To me, compared to the opportunities we have done in the past, this provides more modes of sustainability. Give me some thumbs up if you can also see that. This provides more modes of sustainability. This provides more modes of the project going more long term, because its profitability is not coming from money that gets on chain. Its profitability comes from buying at a cheaper price, selling at a higher price, because of different prices that are happening into different exchanges, different on-chain platforms. People usually say that we who invest in crypto, we make losses, but over $170 billion have been wiped out of the market. People who trade usually make losses, but they don't recognize their losses. They usually move from losses to losses. They usually move from losses to losses, but because they are into the market of trading, sometimes they are okay without recognizing the losses that are happening. Okay. But generally, with this, we are winning over time. Today, I was speaking to one of my friends who lost close to, I think, $800,000 into the crypto market space because of the crash, and he was not okay. So we had to speak for over 5 hours to give him confidence before he slaughters himself. But now with the arbitrage, we could have a better move, reduce our risks, and stable income consistently for a long period of time. With that said and done, I want to wish you a nice evening. Allow me put this to an end and invite back Coach Ashraf to take over. Welcome, my brother.
All right. Thank you so much, Coach Julius. That was amazing. And well done. Well done. And thank you to all that have been around from the beginning to this point. Those who have been following, let's give Coach Julius some flowers. Yes, I don't have much to add. The training was enough. It's already 10 p.m. So I wish you the best. I wish you a very good night. Those who are already in the night. Yes, if it's already in the night. I know some people it's morning hours right now. So all the best. Have a good evening. We shall meet tomorrow morning in our Uganda class at exactly 8 a.m. East Africa Standard Time. And of course, the Uganda session, that will be the English session, that will be starting at exactly 10 a.m. So with that said, thank you so much. God bless you. We meet tomorrow. Bye-bye for now.